Hello and welcome to more Spyro. Today we start our adventure in Enter the Dragon.
What? Huh? Get her! Stop her!
We managed to capture the eggs, Your Highness. Every last one.
Excellent. Maybe you will amount to something after all. Now go guard the tunnels. Stop anyone from coming through.
Where are the eggs?
The holes came out on the other side of the dragon worlds. We found some of the eggs, but they were too heavy to carry back.
The other side of the world?
The Forgotten Realms. Spyro, you'll have to go. Nobody else can fit down the holes.
Yeah, come on, let's go!
Find the eggs and bring them back, Spyro. You're our only chance.
You got it!
So yeah, this game has a little bit of a narrative, like Glypto does. It is very curious to me as to how come since Hunter's here, why isn't like anyone else? Hunter and Moneyback show their face from the last game. Why not the Fawn? I think she does slightly, and I think the Professor does every like a couple times, but it's mainly just Hunter. But oh well. So like we have to Rage, this game does have a couple things that are kind of like locked behind getting quote unquote abilities, except with characters this time. Each set of worlds has its own character that is being guarded by Moneybag, and you had to bribe him into letting him free. This world has a kangaroo, Sheila, if I remember her name correctly.
Hi, Spyro. To look left or right, use the right stick. To quickly center the camera behind you, tap the center camera button. You can also look all around by pressing the action button.
It does go back to more plot though.
So, you're the one in charge of rescuing the eggs, huh? How sad. Look here, Dragon. If you know what's good for you, you'll turn around and crawl back into that hole you came through. Those eggs belong to us now, and I've hidden them in places you'll never find in 1,000 years. Besides, even if you could find any eggs, our expertly trained armies would hunt you down and take them back. Do I make myself clear? I find you here again, I am going to be very angry, and you won't like me when I'm angry.
It does go back to the bad guys in the world's levels do drop gems, which is nice. I kind of prefer that method. And it does go back to like a themed bad guy. So they are called Rhinox in this game.
Spyro! My, how funny to see you here. Why, I haven't seen you since we defeated Ripto in Avalar. Well, my business went into a slump after you left, so I came here and struck up a nice deal with the local sorceress. Lovely woman she is. Seems to be very fond of dragons, too. The sorceress has asked me to guard Sheila the kangaroo. I suppose if you had a bit more money, I'd be willing to let her escape. Then you could keep her for a pet or something.
So of course we can't get her out yet, so I had to collect some gems. I don't remember if there's no gems in the uh initial world to do that, but we'll find out.
Yo, Spyro! I just found one of those portal thing in the jigs that leads to a different world, but you'll have to glide to get across to it. Press the jump button, then press jump again while you're in the air to glide. Just follow me.
And of course, they treat every Spyro game like you first, which is fine. I would prefer it that way than just have everyone assume that you never have to play. Um, I kind of liked the flow of this one a little bit. The major complaints I kind of had was if you didn't go like if you thought you were just done and
This is a Superfly power-up,
you didn't ever
Spyro.
go back.
Whenever you walk through any power-up that looks like this one, it will allow you to fly for a while.
You would miss a like small little level that's just Sparks. That's a kind of a new feature. Sparks having his own level where so after you beat the boss of each world, you go back and there's a spot that you I'm sure as I'm getting gems you'll see the signpost and be like I found come back later with Sparks super derp and uh she just sends Sparks a kind of like a twin stick shooting type mission. And then at the end there's an egg, and once you get the egg rubs off on magic rubs off on Sparks, and he gets more abilities. And so some of those abilities are like you can take an extra hit with him. Some of them are he'll point to the treasure, but that's already unlocked, so that one you kind of get nothing, which is fine. Um, a bit confusing at first if you don't remember that that's what that that power up does. Because they don't say, "Oh hey, oh hey, you already have this ability." And so here I'm thinking, uh, so funny thing is, you're supposed to go follow him. He'll give you an egg. It's not the egg that was at the end of the cave. Hey, Rocky, it's you. The guy named Rocky on the TV. Um, so I didn't understand that or remember that at this point. And later on, I get confused. I was like, hey, well, I've explored all the area. I can't seem to figure out where the last egg is. Doesn't work as for wet, but we'll go scuba diving and stuff later on. Don't worry about it. But I kind of like this the way that they go from world to world in this one. So you still have to do all the levels in order to progress. But yeah, that's the signpost I was talking about. Um, and each one of these areas has that, and each of them are triggered by being the boss. That's after you like you go to the boss when you go to travel to the next world. Um, but like I kind of like because you have to beat all the different levels. You don't have to 100% them, obviously. You just have to get to the end, and then the person at the end kind of goes through the portal back to this area, and they kind of help you, quote unquote, um, move on to the next area. It's kind of like it's just kind of a nice form of unity. But as you come to find out, there are some glitches in this game that are fun and frustrating. Now, the reason that this one doesn't have any particular person in front of it is this is the speedway. I don't think that they were particularly good about having speedways and and stuff in the last game. If I remember right, not all worlds had them, or maybe they didn't. I don't know. But every world here has at least one speedway. I think there's a couple of times where there's two of them. I was kind of pointing out how funny I thought it was. My wife was next to me playing, and it was like, it's right here. And he was like practically touching. He's like, just get it, Sparks. What's the matter with you? And I here I'm like confused. Don't really understand why I didn't get the thing. I go back over here to talk to him. Well, I don't even talk to him. And I thoroughly investigate this place, make sure I didn't miss anything. Normally I'd be streaming at this time, but I kind of want to get all my Spyro content recorded and stuff first. Which I'm gonna um I'm gonna try and still pay attention because I don't want to miss that one part. But I do need to start uploading stuff. I haven't been very good about uploading lately. But it comes down to me talking to the hunter that's over there, and me have triggering him going across. Upload video. Hey guys, gotta do 11. Trying to pay attention over here. Oh, there we go. Yeah, and it was something as silly and as simple as that. I felt really dumb about this. Come on. And it's not made for kids. Next, I rescue Sheila. Oh, excuse me. Sheila does that, which is cool and fun. There we go. Sorry about that. I have to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of how any of these animals move. I remember playing this and thinking, oh, they're trying to come up with a new mascot, like a spin-off game for Spyro. I kind of hope it's none of these guys, or I hope if it is, they are a little more fleshed out. Um, but I think, yeah. So once I'm done recording episodes of Spyro, I can kind of go back to streaming again because um everything else was recorded while streaming. There's no need for me to go back and narrate them. And I believe much similar to um yeah, this is a thing that you'll have to get used to with Sheila is she has a lot of hidden make sure you're looking around when you're jumping high sort of places. Um but much like Victor's Rage, uh each of these levels kind of have their own narrative. No diving, no swimming for her, thank goodness. Lots of themes like this, which is again not complaining. I think it's actually kind of clever that they include did stuff like that. Guy went to make someone else's house. Rude. Don't egg people's houses. That's not nice. Sorry, Rocky. Tucker wants to play with you. Can't pet you right now. I can't play with you. Tucker wants to. Play with Tucker. You guys are pathetic. Excuse you. Rhinox will keep appearing until you kill these hobs. Squeak. Hey, baby. You got your lamb chop. Yeah, I see you, lamb. I see how gentle you're being. That's kind of a small area. Oh, I saw it. Up there. Or maybe I'm just trying to be thorough. Non. A nan. Get it? There we go. Lots of bounces in here. Hi, Rocky. Do, 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 do. One level down. It's actually pretty easy to 100% as you go because all the levels in the world are either going to contain the animal that you free or they will contain the animal from the next world. So do that, you can easily just go back and 100% the level. George. I'm trying to bring up um since you hear them so much, trying to bring up pictures of our dogs. Here's a pretty good one of you know, here's a pretty good one of Tucker, and then here's a pretty good one of Baby Tucker. Right. Then we'll come over here. And I will do one picture at a time. So here's Rocky. Um, that's my boy. Look at his cord. Um, and then this is Tucker, my wife's dog. Look at his stupidity. Just kidding. Love you, Tucker. And then this is baby Tucker and Rocky playing together. Yep, those are my dogs. This game also introduces a new type of mini game, which is skateboarding. Which, if I remember, there's a skateboarding mini game in this level, and when all Tony Hawk on us, I think thematically or timeline wise, this game came out about the same time as Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, maybe 4. Um, and it's obviously not as good as the Tony Hawk games are, but it was still like, whoa, dude, I'm shredding like Tony Hawk, man. I believe the game studios did like work with each other though in on projects. If I remember right, I'd have to do some research. You're welcome to not quote me on that one though. Like I said, I really do not enjoy the levels in which you are Sheila or really any of the animals that you rescue. Like this one, it just feels slow. Kick some guy in our booty. I'm gonna take a moment to grab me a little snack real quick. I will be right back. Pretty hungry. Enjoy the narrative with Spyro. about that. I am back. Running into things. Sorry. Ah. If I remember it, there's like over 100 eggs, which is good considering how many like per level. Best way to tell that you're done with the place is if Sparks is pointing you back to the hole, that means there's no other gems in the instance that you're in. Because it kind of seems like the instances are still in the same level area. Um, since there's no loading screen. So I kind of imagine that Sheila's world. I don't understand what's going on here at all. It kind of feels like Sheila's world is, or Sheila's level there, is like its own separate island in this level that you're just going to. What a dick. I'm going the wrong way though. Wonder why. Do I realize I'm going the wrong way? Am I doing it on purpose? I don't understand what's going on here. If I'm being honest. Bucky, go lay down, please. I think I'm seeing if I burned all the trees. I don't remember if that's an achievement or what that is, but Golden Point, I don't think it really is. I don't really go for the achievements in this one. I kind of let it go. I think we're heading towards the skateboard park. It's funny, there is a part of the game. It doesn't happen in this playthrough, but there's a part of this game in which Hunter gets kidnapped. Come on, past me. So, Hunter gets kidnapped And if you happen to go to anywhere where he has like a challenge or something, he won't be there until you progress the story enough that he's not kidnapped anymore. There'll be like one of those signposts saying, blah, 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 Hunter is busy right now. Ha 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 ha. The sources or whatever. In each of these, I think, you know, there might be only a couple. There's at least two. I'm thinking there's three. But each of them has a high score you can beat. And you can do tricks and stuff. I'm not sure if, I don't think he gets into it in this one. I think this one's just about controlling the skateboard. But um the one I am thinking of in particular, it's so easy to just smash that high score in like one move because you're given this giant ramp and you can do this one trick that gives you like, I'm ballparking here, I don't really remember, like 20,000 points and the high score is like 10,000. So again, it's important to, yeah, you literally can't get them unless you have the skateboard. It's important to, hang on, oops, I hit them. Sorry, I don't. I paused it for a long time. I don't remember why. I've mentioned a few times. I get paranoid. That's the best option I have for you. I don't remember what I was talking about. I'm sorry. That's right though. We'll keep going. Maybe I'll start saying it and I'll be repeating myself. I don't know. But this skateboard one's just about controlling everything. The next one is more about tricks. There's a couple of skateboarding ones where it's more about you racing on your skateboard. You have like whatever kind of creature, crabs, whatever, BS makes sense for the level, and they want to race, and you gotta race them to win the egg. This one's just more or less annoying. I kind of wish it wasn't about not crashing. It was just about doing it fast. Because if you don't crash, then of course, you're gonna do it in time. Sorry. Got a frog up in my throat. Ugh. I don't know how many tries this takes, but I'm gonna go ahead and speed up a little bit. Kind of went into directly into me succeeding, and then I tried to do the high score thing. Since it's not an important part of the level, I did keep it. But that's gonna be the end of the level. Thank you for watching, or end of the episode. Thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I am currently not streaming right now, so there's not much point in me advertising it. And I don't want to get into it until I'm done recording Spyro 1. 2, I don't have a set schedule yet for my driving job yet. Once I get a set schedule, it'll be easier to come up with a schedule for streaming. But as it stands now, I don't have one. Once I do, you'll be the first to know. Not really. My wife will. But you'll know. Alright. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. See you in the next one. Goodbye.